violations. I don't, and I haven't. And I had to pull all permits. So I can't even do some of the stuff because I need to pull permits, but they're not going to let me pull permits because now they're not even talking to me. And they still haven't given me the stuff. I asked 5 times, and I think I did officially requested 3 times, and they lied every time, and they never gave it to me. So when they made the agreement, I didn't even hassle with them because the last time she said, oh, they never changed. Those bylaws never changed. And I said, yeah, 2 of them did 3 times. And that's when they were over. But they asked me, they said I planned certain things, kind of things, and I had to. Even at the meeting, he goes, and you have to plant grass. And I looked at him and said, he's pointing his finger at me, shaking. You got to plant grass. I said, no, I don't. I said, don't you know what's going on with California water and stuff? And at the same time, the other officer that gave the citation said, yeah, he doesn't have to plant grass. He didn't like that. And I said, I could do a desert scene or cement. And he said, no, you cannot do that. And his officer said, yeah, you can. And he got upset, but he was talking a little bit different. He kind of talking down to me. So then he ended stuff and everything. They did clean it, but they just pulled it. I don't even know why. I told him I don't have any control at the meeting that, how long it's going to take. There's some things that have to be taken care of, but the loan was approved. They even sent them letters that it is approved, but we have to do this and that. So it's going to take, time.
Well, so when you say it's going to take time, like you understand, you've only got 19 business days until the hammer drops. Like, I mean, what are we going to do in the meantime and in between time?
What do you mean? You're talking about the sale date?
Yeah, the auction is happening on the 12th of January.
Yeah. Right, and right now I just put it in for extension.
You put it in an extension with who?
Asking my mortgage company.
Yeah. Well, they hired you understand they hired a trustee, right? So the trustee is basically who's driving the car right now. The bank hires a trustee, and the trustee is who's actually foreclosing.
I think I took care of that part. Because since then, I think that it's taken care of. Because the last time they gave me a notice, I had spoken to them, so I already asked once, and they said, yeah, no problem. Actually, I had to do it myself. The company that I've been working with tried, and they said to send it to the foreclosure department or something. But when I talked to Michelle Point myself, I said, what's going on? You guys are not going to give me an extension, or what's going on? They said, oh, well, you didn't send it in. I said, yeah, they sent it to their attorney. Your attorney said the foreclosure department. No, don't send it there. Send it somewhere else, and I'll get it. The lady I was talking to, supervisor, and she okayed it like the next day.
Okay, yeah, but I'm looking at I'm looking at auction.com right now. For sure, this auction is happening on January the 12th. So they have not given you an extension. I don't want you to lose this house.
I know that. I just asked for an extension like 2 days ago.
Okay.
They sent it in. And what I'm trying to do is get the attorney, because I'm definitely going to fight it because they don't have the proof. And I need to get off the lien. And I'm trying to get an attorney to stop that, which would stop it because it's illegal what they're doing. I guarantee you. They have no proof, no nothing. They're just acting like total idiots.
All right. So,
and this city is very corrupt.
Yeah, no, I get that. So let's do this. I'm going to follow up with you on Monday just to see where you're at. Let's keep our eye on this. But with the holidays coming up, like that's going to eat up like a week of your time. And man, I'm pretty concerned. But I mean, if you think you've got this handled and you've got an attorney,
I'm very concerned too. I just started doing this yesterday when all this stuff happened. So I know an attorney could stop it if I can get one that will actually take the case. And I just started doing this as of today and yesterday. So
Well, let's just pretend nobody's is going to help you. The bank's not going to help you. The attorneys aren't going to help you. What's the next step? What do you do then?
If I'm in that situation, I'd probably have to sell it. I don't have a choice.
Okay. But like, yeah, but I mean, one of the things, if you were going to sell it, I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not saying to do this, but if we had 5 business days before the auction, I could send you a residential listing agreement. You can go Google this yourself. Right here in California, we've got something called AB 2424. And basically, if I have a valid listing agreement with you, I can send that over to your trustee, and by law, they have to stop the auction for 45 days.
Yeah, I understand that. I know that.
Okay.
So that's I want to save the house.
Sure.
Because, I tried to say I can't take any equity out of it because of my I don't have any credit whatsoever.
Okay.
It don't exist basically. I don't have any outstanding debts besides this one, and I don't. I did taxes. I did it with this company because I had filed taxes. It was my own business, so and I owed some money, and they returned some money, so that would just be paid off when I get the money. So it's like $1,000 or something. But other than that, no job. I'm not hardly working at all because it just went way down. Everything's so expensive and people are really afraid. So I only make so much a month, which is not much. And so I'm in a position of, I get it. So there's options, not very many, but that's the situation of refinancing or even the reverse mortgage. So they've been working me. But that's where I'm at. I'm in a bad position here.
Yeah.
And
well,
nobody's gonna let me what I want. I don't think so.
Well, how much are you looking to get for the house?
I don't know. At least 130 something, 100, somewhere right there, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I bought it for, and it needs work. And I only did one room to move in, actually, because I just moved in maybe less than a year ago.
Okay.
So, but this is what I do. I do custom remodeling. I did it for the last 41 years or something.
So what do? You buy a house and you just live in it until you repair it and then you sell it?
No, that's not what I do. I do it for my business, for houses, for whoever. And this is my third house. Me and my wife bought one house. We actually moved because of the city. I wanted to get to another city in San Dimas. I don't know if you know where that's at. San Dimas. And I said, let's look up there. It took about a year. Found the house, didn't have a foundation. Nice area, beautiful area. So I took about 6 months talking to the broker that actually bought it. He bought it for $70,000. It was praised at $145. Built in 1906. So a nice place. Didn't need a lot of work, and so I said, my wife I think some tears came in her eyes when I was saying, come on, let's see it. It had a for sale sign like a car.
Right.
So I said, let's stop here. We had been looking for a year. We had a realtor, but just needed it because I was going to fix it up and stuff. So I said, I just think this is a nice house. You didn't go inside of it. It's great. I got all these ideas already. I said, let's see what they want. You never know, And I think that this house in the back is even connected, was wiped out. And so I finally got it after 6 months. The guy was just drunk, but he was a broker. Finally, when he told me something, no one's going to rip me off, this and that. Dude, I just want a price so I can get appraisal now. But if you're way out there, because the house is buried so much up there.
Right.
And he said, listen, I said, I grew up, and he told me the town. I said, that's where I grew up. And then everything changed. So I told him,
right. Yeah, you got something in common. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so I said, the deal was, because he didn't know there was no foundation. I didn't when I got the appraisal I did.
Uh-huh.
They said, well, you can't tell it to me anyway. So I said, what I'll do is my boss is a general contractor. We do custom remodeling. So he gave me a price on putting a foundation on. So here's my deal. I'll give you $100,000, and if we do the foundation, you deduct the $7,600. If you do it, I'll give you $100,000. And he said, okay, let me call you back. He called me back. He says, okay, I'm going to do it, and I want $99,000. I said, that sounds fair. I'll do all the drawings, all the prints, everything. I'll pay for all the permits. And he said, yeah, okay. And that's what he did. When I did it all inside and fixed the back. But when I moved out, I got an appraisal, and it was appraised at $395,000. Bought it for $99,000. And then when I still talked to him for many years, still do actually, he got an appraisal on it probably about at least 10 years ago. I think it's been now. And it appraised at $750,000 because I did a nice job. I did everything over, new panel, everything, and did it really nice inside. But I don't buy them and fix them on myself. No, I don't do that. This one's for me because I was married 17 years, and I actually took a leave of absence to first come up here for a month, and I never went back. So I opened up my own business, and it just flourished pretty much. All referrals, never advertised or anything like that.
Oh, outstanding! All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow up with you on Monday, and we'll figure out if you need my help or you need me to go away. Either way, I'm going to call you at 12 o'clock on Monday on this number.
Okay. So tell me, give me a hint. Well, how would you help me?
Well, I can help you several ways. Obviously, I can call the bank and try to negotiate a loan modification for you.
That won't work.
Well, we don't know. I don't know what I don't know yet. So basically, if you can, how could you reinstate this loan? Let's start there. The first option would be you owe $5,000 or whatever. How would you pay that?
I think the only way I'm looking to get out of this is through a reverse mortgage, and that was a little bit sketchy at first, because I know how they work, and one of the first things I said, I don't want to waste your time, so I got something in the mail, and I tried this and that. So I was getting that's what I was going to do. And she said, well, I think we can do a reverse mortgage because all the information I told her. She said, yeah, okay. She said, yeah, I think we can do that. And so it was like $27,000 they're giving me. So that got approved, but they still have to do a couple other things and do the outside appraisal.
Gotcha. But then with the reverse mortgage, don't you have to live there? Doesn't that have to be your primary residence?
Yeah, I am living here.
Right, but
I'm not moving anywhere.
Oh, you're not going to move to that other house?
Oh, no. We got divorced. I gave her the house.
I gotcha.
I just told her, hey,
okay.
If you sell it within 4 years, I want half. You can have it.
Gotcha.
You have it for 4 years, and the day you can have it.
All right, I missed that. That part of the equation. All right, that makes total sense. Okay, so I mean, you'd want to stay there. You'd want to get a reverse mortgage, but worst case scenario, if you got $130,000 for your house, you'd sell it.
Yeah, I'd probably sell it. Yeah, I'd probably would. Because right now, that's the only thing I'm looking at. And I talked to many people, and that's the first person that even said reverse mortgage. And I know how it works. So I said, well, the problem is I got a fixer-upper. I did one room so I could live in that one, and then I'm starting to do it. I was going to start. I started doing this and that, and then the tickets came up, and I didn't move in here until it has been almost a year.
Okay.
And because I lived between my mother, like 3 miles away in her house,
right,
and taking care of her because she's getting older,
right,
so she needed more help somewhere. It finally took her, and then she passed away about a year after.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
So,
I mean, I got another idea. I mean, I could reach out to my lender. Like, I only use one lender because most of these lenders are straight knuckleheads. They're in and out of the business because they just don't know what the heck they're doing. I've got one that I've been using for quite some time, and trust me, I've been through quite a few of these knuckleheads in the 12 years that I've been doing this professionally. Would you like me to have I'm not my realtor, my lender give you a call and see if she can put something together for you?
The only thing I'm saying is there's a lot of things that would, that just might scare her off right away.
Yeah, but we've got tools. We've got tools and we know what we're doing on how to get rid of, like, okay, for instance, there was a piece of land here in Fresno, California. That's where I'm at. Okay. And these guys had $125,000 in fees from the city, code enforcement violations, just like you're talking about. I called up the code enforcement department and I got it reduced to 3,400 and some odd dollars, because that was the realistic hard costs of what it was that the city was charging. They waived all the other fees and whatnot, and I was able to put a deal together with those guys. But prior to that, they didn't even have the knowledge to call the city. The city will work with you. It sounds like the city is picking on you from what I'm picking up.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And for one, I checked with the AI system here on my phone, and I said, "Is there any recent, problems with lawsuits and stuff with the city of Tehachapi in my situation?" Which I explained, and it popped up 5 of them.
Oh, wow!
The exact same thing, and they lost all 5 cases.
Yeah,
they even had to pay some money to them people, and they've always had it's very corrupt here. It really is. And they've always been in litigation, and we pay high taxes. The city manager gets like $282,000 a year. The city manager of New York gets $155,000, and that's usually the top pay in the United States. Come on, what the hell?
Right.
So much money? So
that's crazy.
I know we have 15,000 people. There's only 13,000 people in my town. So that's a big difference.
I would agree.
The salaries, the police, so. And tell you, it is corrupt. It is so corrupt. They've always been in litigation about this, that. They're going through a big old water right now, too. And they just want more and more part of the county. And this is a new police chief. He wasn't here when those tickets came in 20 and 21. Yeah, and so now this other one's been there 3 years. But he was talking down to me and stuff, and, just ridiculous. I've never been talking like that in my whole life. I mean, I don't know what this guy's trip is, but he's got a huge chip on his shoulder. But they are definitely corrupt. I mean, they are they're terrible.
That's unfortunate.
And I've always been very and stuff. Like the stuff they give me, I'm pretty sure they thought they were an 84-year-old woman owned it, my mother, because it was they never took my stepfather or her name off the whole time, even though it went over to me. It was in a trust and everything. And then I got all that straightened out. And I think I would go about $12,000 less. But Bank of America actually foreclosed on me. Illegal. The documents had Frank's name on it, my mother's name on it. And when she signed it, and they had 3 death certificates from my stepfather. So when she signed the agreement for a deferral, I deferred 9 payments, which is a total of $3,900. They didn't call me stuff, and then when I tried to make another payment, it didn't go through. So I just called a random bank or so, and they said, "Hey, I would like to make a payment." "Okay, no problem." I then made it, and I said, "Can you trust me to the deferral department?" "Sure."
Right.
And they said, "Oh, let me see. It's foreclosed on." And I said, "I just made a payment. What are you talking about?" "No, it's not." And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, why does it say why is it now you saying it's foreclosed?" And she said, "Yeah, because Frank didn't sign the paperwork." "Frank? You said since 2004. What are you talking about? You guys have, we didn't know." "Yeah, you have 3, and I had proof of the 3 you received, because you guys asked for another one. You have 3 of them. And she did not sign it because you have his name on there. Oh, okay, well, we'll take his name off and then have her sign this paper. Then this one we're going to send. So it took like a month. She got it. She signed it. It still had his name on it. So I called right away. Hey, he still got his name on it. What's going on? Oh, well, just have your mother sign it and don't have her sign his name.
Oh, boy.
I said, what? I said, she never signed. What, you saying she committed a felony? No, she didn't sign it. So why don't you just use the last paper? And they're like, well, just have her sign it. Well, why don't you just use the paper you have? And they said, well, just have her sign it. So I sent it. And then I got a letter saying, we're transferring you to Shell Point. And when you get Shell Point and the account number, you will no longer have access to your bank account.
Right.
Bank of America.
Right.
Which is only the house. And I got them on the same day. So when I saw the total amount, they didn't give me the total amount to that day. And they actually didn't give me the deal that they made over the phone, which I was allowed to do, which I can't touch the loan, but they're allowing me to defer these payments because of the pandemic or whatever. So I didn't have to sign anything. So I couldn't even talk to them because, they can't get access. So I asked Shelby, hey, what's this extra money on here? There's a total of $12,000. And one says $8,000 for fees and services. What the hell is that? And she said, well, I don't know. You got to talk to the bank. I can't. They won't I can't talk to me. They won't. It says it's now yours. So I didn't find out till it must have been a year later. And somebody told me, I think it was this mortgage company told me, well, it usually costs about $8,000 for a foreclosure cost. And I said, $8,000? Huh. And I remember the supervisor mentioned foreclosure that one time, and they said, oh, yeah, it was their mistake because, he knew he was dead. And they said that Frank didn't sign it. So obviously they made a major mistake. So it had nothing to do with me. It was all on them. So they added $8,000 to my account. And I couldn't even say anything about it. So what do you do? I didn't even know until recently. So I didn't try to go after them for that somehow. But that's in the future or when all this gets taken care of.
Yeah, we got to get this thing. We got to get it taken care of because you were definitely running out of time, my man.
I know. I understand. Yeah. But, I talked to a lot of people, a lot of realtors, and I tell you, with my mom, the way that happened with her, I trusted this guy after talking to so many. I said, well, I'm going to give you a chance to go ahead and put it up, try to sell this house if she wants to sell it. And he just turned out to be just another jerk. It was bad. And I finally said, you know what, just go away.
All right. Well, let's do this. I'm going to call you at noon on Monday, and I'm going to have a conversation with my lender right now to see if she can help, and then I'm going to have her reach out to you. She's a straight shooter. She'll take care of you. She will not jack you around. And everybody that's in your situation that has some equity in their property that could qualify for a reverse mortgage or something to that effect, she'll be able to shoot you straight and tell you, yes, you can, I've got a solution for you, or no, I don't. And she works quickly.
Okay. The only thing I ask, like this reverse mortgage company or this financial company, just don't lie to me. And I don't trust anybody because and right now people, it's going crazy.
Everybody's coming at you because they know that you're in need. I totally get that. I am a licensed broker in Fresno, California. You can look me up. I've never had a strike against my name. My dad was a probate attorney and a judge here in Fresno, California. I've been in business for 12 years as far as a licensed real estate agent, but I've helped people stop auctions for the last year and a half nationwide. So
one more thing.
Yep.
One more thing is, and I've talked to a lot of people. I went to a lot of, just don't. And I did have a good attorney. I mean, a good realtor over there in LA, Orange County. And like I said, I don't trust anybody. But if you don't have money, then you're out of luck. That's what I'm getting at. And this, I never ever had a problem. I made back in LA, I was anywhere from 75,000 to 190,000 a year. You know, so I never had any problems with anything. You know, I mean, housing. This is my third home.
Yeah,
and it's just things happen. Weird, but when somebody has the I guess the muscle, or like in because you see what's happening in the country with government stuff, lie after lie, and this city is bad. It's always been bad. High taxes and
well, at the end of the day, everybody's going to have to answer to God. So I keep that at the forefront of what I do.
That's right, exactly. And I am a really good person. Things have really worked out in my life. I'm very fortunate. And, you know, I've always thought that way. I'm a man's principle. And sometimes it doesn't work out as far as because sticking up for people and yourself. But overall, it always comes back, you know.
Yeah, no.
It comes back to things work out, and, you know, be able to take care of stuff.
All right, Monday, 12 o'clock. I will give you a call and we'll take it from there, Richard. You have a great day, my man.
Okay, what was your name again?
My name is John Motzenbacher.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir. Bye-bye. Okay, that he is interested. All right, we're going to kill this right here. Like, that dude just went on and on and on and on. But basically, I got to let him feel like he's heard. He just took 26 minutes of my life. But if he can't do what he thinks he can do, he's going to have to sell the house. And hopefully I built enough trust with this guy that I'll be the agent to sell his house, or buy his house with an all cash offer and flip that to one of my investors. I'm going to start going live again, but this thing was kind of hanging up. I usually go on Facebook.